Oprah Winfrey is diving into the world of artificial intelligence. In a new special airing tonight on ABC, the star shares her fears about AI with some of the leaders behind the movement. She's also testing out the latest technology herself. Rebecca Jarvis spoke with her about her experience. Take a look.
In your 7 decades here on Earth, where do you put AI?
Rebecca, we are in for the ride of our lives.
In an all-new primetime special, AI and the Future of Us, Oprah Winfrey is taking a deep dive into artificial intelligence.
And life for all of us is about to be very different.
I really do think you are a great entry point for this topic because you can come at it from a very real and curious point of view.
Well, I've always seen myself as the surrogate viewer. I know if I am curious about this, if I don't know the answer, I know that the other millions of people who are watching are feeling the same.
What was your first encounter with AI?
Well, I have to say I had no encounter with AI until my first conversation with Sam Altman. Just take me to 2035.
I think it's hard to say where all this can go without sounding like a crazy person.
And after he was telling me about all the things it could do, I was saying, okay, don't be scared. Don't be scared. You can get the ChatGPT app. And my first experience was asking AI for Airbnb listings. And it was miraculous to me that before you can practically finish the request, the answer has come back to you.
When you use ChatGPT, do you say please?
Yesterday, I was asking a question and I said, could you please? And then I realized you don't have to say please. Yeah, I've already started that, yeah.
Well, the good news is when the robots take over, they will remember you were very gracious.
While many embrace AI, 52% of Americans are more concerned than excited about it in their daily lives.
There are a lot of people watching right now who are probably scared and have never actually used it in a knowing way.
I don't think we should be scared. I think we should be disciplined and we should honor it and have a reverence for what is to come and respect. Because I think it's going to change in ways that are unimaginable for the good. And just as there is for the good, there's the yin and yang of everything. And so we need to do whatever we can so that we are not in the same position that we are now with social media.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
A really interesting conversation on such a big, big topic. And you can see AI and the Future of Us, an Oprah Winfrey special, tonight at 8 Eastern on ABC. And more of my interview with Oprah tonight on Nightline. Diane?
Rebecca Jarvis, thank you. And ABC's contributor, Google Tech Policy Fellow Mike Muse joins me now for more on this. Mike, so many of us can relate to this, where you're curious about AI, maybe you even use it a little, but you know you could be doing so much more with it, and yet who has time to start taking AI courses and so on? So what's your quick tip on sort of how to learn the right way to use AI and make the most of it?
Diane, I think now America will get it. I've been telling Americans not to be scared, but I'm sure now that Oprah says it, America is not going to be scared. America, I've been here the whole time. No, I think that really the highlight of what Oprah just said is not to be scared of it, use it with discipline. I've been saying make sure that government and corporations put guardrails in place to ensure that AI doesn't get off the guardrails. Like you said, Diane, we don't have time to take classes, but how I will encourage Americans to think about AI is, what do you have maybe a deficit in, right? Maybe you're a small business owner and you may not have the budget or the capital to do strategic marketing on your own. Why not think about AI from a marketing place to offset the cost of your marketing budget? If you are a loved one that has maybe a child with a disability, how can you look at the AI tools that are out there that can enhance your child's life and lifestyle using AI tools? Maybe you have a disability yourself. How can you use AI tools to help make your life more functionable and more integrated into society, in particular in areas where they don't have ADA measures?
Mike, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but do you have any specific examples or just one hypothetical example of what that would look like?
Yeah, I don't want to promote products here, for example, but there are technologies, let's say on like your iPhone or your Google phone in particular, that does have the ability to make you recognize when objects, if you are visually impaired, that will recognize when objects are in your way as you're walking. It can also too help you if you have hearing challenges. It will help you with audio, with visual cues to assist and offset the visual challenges that an individual may be having. And so those are the tools and functionalities that can help. When it comes to marketing plans, you can use the Chat GPT and you can put in the input, say things like, hi, I have a bakery. I have a specific German chocolate cupcake. I know my demographic in this zip code likes chocolate. Can you help me create a digital ad campaign and a caption that will appeal to that zip code specifically, that can do strategic targeting to get them to want to come into my bakery physically or to order online?
And it'll just spit out that marketing plan for you. Fascinating. Mike, we also heard Oprah talk about this yin and yang to everything. So what kind of trade-offs are there when it comes to using AI? What do you have to consider? What do you have to be aware of? Privacy, other concerns, while also knowing how much more you can do if you do embrace this technology?
That's a really good point. When you are inputting things into generative AI products, let's say, for example, a Chat GPT, you want to be mindful that you don't put personal information and data into the prompts. For example, you don't want to put your social security number. You don't want to put your first and last name, possibly, maybe just your first name and the last initial. You don't want to put your street address, right? Because that is what will be captured. And so those are things, no personal demographic. And also too, the most important thing to be mindful, Diane, that as of now, not all AI products are made the same. And so you definitely want to double check what the AI is spitting out to ensure its accuracy. Again, because not all AI products are made the same.
All right, ABC News contributor, Google Tech Policy Fellow Mike Muse. Always great to have you, Mike. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.